What's up, guys, and welcome to part 2 of the Car Mechanic Simulator 2026 demo. I wanted to get this out to you guys a lot sooner, and then I got sick for about a week, but I'm back in the saddle now, and I'm excited to check out the rest of this demo. So, at the end of part 1, we had just discovered that there's actually another job or order that we're able to do, so I definitely want to tackle that today. And we were trying to retrofit a turbo onto our personal truck here that didn't have one before. It wasn't exactly working, but I think that there's still hope for it, so we're going to be messing around with that some more a little while later on. But the first thing that I want to do today is head into Tools and Decorations. We're going to purchase another car lift or another hoist. I think standard delivery is probably fine. I could use a little break to blow my nose already. I'm still not feeling 100%, but definitely doing a heck of a lot better than I was. I've honestly just been bored out of my mind, you know, not having enough energy to do much of anything this past week. So this is a nice change of pace for sure. But enough about me. We're going to focus on the game today. So now that we've picked up our delivery, we should be able to head into the Add Garage Equipment here in the Garage Editor and just slap a brand spanking new hoist down. Now, if we head over to orders, we should be able to take on this order, and we'll head around the front so we can check this thing out. I really hope that it... Oh, wow. Is that just... Never mind. I thought it was completely rusted over. There's a little bit of patina on it, but it's not that bad. Some of the clear is maybe starting to fade as well, but I hope that it's not a no-start kind of vehicle. It appears to be a no-start kind of vehicle. I didn't have to press anything to start it, right? Drive car? Oh, I guess I did. Okay. We'll see. Before we even take it into the garage and put it on the hoist, we're going to do a hot lap here so we can at least try to diagnose something on it. So here we go. Start our test track. There's 4 checkpoints that we have to hit. Oh yeah, she is feeling good. Also, during part 1, I'm really sorry that you guys weren't able to hear a lot of the background music there because some of them were absolute bangers, but almost all of them ended up getting copyright claimed. So I did what I could to try to mute it using YouTube's like in-game or in-app editor, and that usually sort of muffles a lot of the audio. So again, sorry about that, but this time we don't have to worry about that because I just muted all the music altogether. So that's good. But let's go ahead and put this thing up to position 1 here, stage 1, and we'll take a gander. I guess let's check out the car status first. No, that's probably a good thing to do. So issues to fix is what we want to focus on. This says, good morning. My dad sent me here. I inherited this car from my grandfather. He really liked this car. Even though he was not a big car enthusiast, I think the car may be a bit neglected. You don't say. It spent the last few years parked outside near the house. Please make it more suitable for everyday use. In its current condition, I'm not sure what to expect. Thank you in advance. All right, so we're doing brakes by the looks of things. Many parts that have yet to be discovered. So just like what we did on the past few vehicles, I'm going to break out the examination mode, and we're going to give every sort of category of the vehicle a good scan, a good look over, and then we'll check that list again. We'll see where we're sitting. All right, did we learn anything after doing that? We did not. That's okay. That's okay. We've got some diagnostic tools at our disposal here, so we're going to use the OBD reader, OBD scanner real quick. Check through our spark plugs, our sparkulator plugs, make sure those are doing okay. Everything there kind of checks out for the most part. You know what I just realized, though? This is the front-wheel drive version, but this is almost the exact same engine that we have in our little truck here. We can't be having that. We cannot be having that, dude. I might have to do a full-on engine swap in that thing now. We can't have the same engine as a dang Ford Taurus. I'm just not, I'm not cool with that whatsoever. That ain't gonna fly with me. Drain tool we don't want to use, at least not right now. Maybe some of the fluids in here are bad. Off the rip, power steering fluid doesn't seem like it's too dark. And all that stuff checks out as well. Our brake fluid back there doesn't seem like it's too dark. Coolant seems fine as well. Maybe tires. They seem okay, but you never know. It's tires. Okay, this is good because we haven't been able to use our tire changing machine or tire balancer, I guess wheel balancer, just yet. So now we have a perfect excuse to be able to try that out. Let's go multimeter next. Could be some electrical gremlins plaguing this thing. I doubt it, though. It's looking pretty good. Yep. As expected. Nothing wrong over there. Dude, I wish it was... Oh, radiator fan. Okay. Couple things wrong. I thought it was just checking, like, every fuse in the fuse box there. I didn't realize it checked our radiator fans and stuff. So, that's good. Compression test. Maybe hurt bottom end. Ooh, it's not in the green. But the parts aren't necessarily in bad shape. I think some piston rings. We do have some bad piston rings. Let me go back to car status real quick. Does it say... Oh, repair with parts of minimum condition 66%. So in theory, anything below 66% will probably need to be replaced. But we still have 4 parts that have not yet been discovered. I'm wondering then, obviously, there could be some other stuff in the bottom end. We're not really going to know until we really dig into that a little bit more. But I'm wondering if it couldn't just be like other suspension components that maybe were like this, for example, stuff that we're not able to examine or test out on the test track. Ooh, rear sway bar. Rear sway bar for sure. 24%. That's on the list. Isn't it? It is on the list. At least the end links are. Oh, there it is. Okay. So what we should probably do then in that case is go through... can we mark all? Unmark all? Oh, there's no mark all. Only unmark all. That's convenient. I will go through and get all of these things that we do know. Oh, can't mark tires, apparently. Marked. That way I'm not looking at something that we've already established needs to be replaced. Yeah, like the sway bar right there. I remember bushings being... Yeah, it looks like those are still replaceable in this updated game. Maybe rear shock absorber, right? You never know. You just never know. I don't think we're going to get very far with this additional sort of like visual inspection. It's looking like we're probably just going to have to tear into her a little bit. So, this is the perfect excuse for us to buy yet another piece of garage equipment. And that is the coffee machine, of course. No, what I want is an engine, probably engine stand and crane. Let's go yellow. I feel like that could be kind of sick. I mean, then we've got the interior detailing kit too. We might mess around with some more of these things later. Wheel alignment we already have. Ooh, scrap salvage machine. There it is. Okay, you can still do that here. Or wait, what colors are oil drain? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. We don't have to match the color of all of our equipment. It's fine. Yeah, brake lathe too, so we can repair those. I don't think I saw that in here already. Is there a lathe? No. No, it looks like that's an additional thing that we'd likely have to purchase, but maybe we'll check that out too. Instant deliveries only going to cost us an additional 169 nice credits, so we're going to go ahead and do that. It's honestly not too terribly expensive, and now it's here, so we don't have to sleep again. Put that into our inventory. We've got big pockets, I guess, and that's the wrong inventory. We need garage editor, add garage equipment. Let's put this in front of the car, probably. And then the stand could go really anywhere. I'll just put it right here by the tires. That's gonna be fine. All right. Now back into normal mode. We should be able to use this sucker. Available for purchase. Okay, that's cool. I already kind of bought it. We've got to drain all the fluids. All right. Unmount the engine. Remove exhaust, fuel tank, and cooling stuff. All right, we can do that. First step here is we need our drain tool finally. We're going to drain our coolant reservoir. There would probably still be fluid in the radiator, but thankfully we don't have to worry about that here. And then are we still using, yeah, still using the drain tool. So we're going to drain our brake fluid, our power steering fluid, and could we use this to drain the oil? Probably not. Probably not. So let's back out of that, and we'll lift her all the way up into the air. Bring our handy dandy oil drain right yonder, and we'll get the oil pulled out of it as well. Oil color actually seems pretty good. I don't really think that we'd have to drain our windshield washer fluid to pull the engine, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it anyways, just to be on the safe side, you know? Our next step then, since I didn't see any actual engine mounts in the bay, is we're gonna remove both wheels, probably both drive shafts, and pop the gearbox off. And then I feel like we'll probably be able to pull the engine out. Okay, let's see if we can't maybe get this thing to work. So we want to pull out this vehicle's engine. It should be in our inventory now. There it is. Nice. And then if we click on the engine stand over here, we want install engine on the stand. This guy here. Wow, it actually looks so much cleaner out of the vehicle for whatever reason. I think I might have found another issue here. That cylinder head over there. You know what? Oil filter's got to come off anyways. So let's go ahead and remove that. We do have a rusty bolt here. I don't think that necessarily means that that belt tensioner is bad. Spark plugs tested fine, but we are going to have to remove those in order to get the cylinder head off. So we'll just start sort of tearing this sucker down a little bit. This manifold first, for whatever reason. And now we should be able to go around to this side and remove exhaust manifold A. All right. Time for the valve cover. Oof. That's not looking super hot either. The valves themselves don't look great. It seems like the arms are fine. I don't know why this is as high up as I can go. I'm trying to get sort of a top-down view of it, and it doesn't really want to let me. Holy cow, dude. Yeah, I'll tell you what, when this game finally does release, speaking of the release date, the only thing I know is that it's coming sometime this year. That's it. That's all I know, I promise. But when it does finally release, I'm going to spend, oh, yeah, we're going to have to rotate this thing over. I'm going to spend so much time initially just trying to level up the screwing and unscrewing speed, because it do be taking a while. Inventory full? What the heck am I supposed to do now? Oh, wait, actually, I know exactly what we're supposed to do now. Deep pockets. Requires 2 skill points. Oh, we're good, though. Okay, cool. I mean, alternatively, we could have just gotten rid of some of the parts that are bad in our inventory, knowing that we're just going to be purchasing new ones anyways, but it is what it is. So, we did have at least one bad rod cap down here. We already knew that some of the piston rings were bad, so we've pulled all the pistons out just to make sure that we've got all of our bases covered. I can't tell. Oh no, crankshaft isn't bad. It looks a little rusty, but it's not terrible, I guess. Water pump is unknown. From the outside, it looks fine. Let's check the car status list here. We discovered the engine head needs to be replaced. There's that rod cap. We've got the 4 tires still. There's 2 more parts. 2 more parts, ladies and gents, that have yet to be discovered. I mean, we've basically got this engine completely torn down. Only other thing we could do as far as the engine goes is pull off this water pump and we'll inspect that a little bit. Hopefully it's doing all right. Survey says 61%. Turns out it was fine. What about the camshaft? It looks okay. I mean, we're already here, right? We're already here. Let's just strip it down to a bare block. We really might as well. What do we have to lose? What's holding up the crankshaft here? Oh, right. The clutch stuff, probably. We'll pull this off, and then that's really everything that we could possibly take apart on the engine of this vehicle. Let's see, did we learn anything new from that? I swear I marked the head earlier, but okay. Nothing. Still 2 more parts out there that have yet to be discovered. I mean, it's got to be in here somewhere, right? I suppose let's go through and remove all the other stuff that we know that we need to remove. Like those things right there, those fans. Radiator we're not able to test. But I wonder if that's bad enough. 69, nice percent. That is unfortunately not bad enough, I don't think. I'll check real quick, but I highly doubt it. Nope, okay. So it's definitely got to be something else currently attached to the vehicle now that the engine has been completely disassembled. I wonder what our air filter's looking like under here. We know inventory full again. I'm going to sell the 2 radiator fans because we're going to have to buy brand spanking new ones of them. We'll sell the oil filter. We'll sell the engine head here. And then You know what? I think I'm going to have to get rid of these other parts here for the truck. That way it'll just give us a little bit more inventory space. We'll keep the newer things, but... Oh, and then tires, too. We're probably going to want to split those, though, because I doubt they want new rims as well. So let's do that really quick. Separate parts. It's gonna do its thing. There she is. Little slow, but it'd be weird if it was fast, you know? And also probably pretty dangerous. After all that, we only have space for 8 more parts in our inventory, which still isn't super great. So I think the only thing that we could do now is just start assembling the original engine with all of the original parts that are decent enough to bolt back on. Now we've got enough inventory space for 25 parts, which is considerably better. The game is so much more quiet now that we've kind of had to mute the background music. I'm still enjoying it for sure, but I really do wish you guys could have heard some of them bangers, because they were pretty sick. Okay, turns out air filter, not a problem either. Not an issue. Well, didn't it say 66%? Okay, well, turns out that wasn't it. But this does say 66%, and the air filter is sitting at 63%. So there goes that whole idea of it being under 66%, meaning it would need to be replaced. That's not how it works. You know what? My money's on the brake system at this point. Because we already know that we have to replace at least the front rotors for sure. But in our drive test that we did around the test track, it didn't it didn't tell us like what condition the brake caliper carrier was in. See that guy right there, sort of grayed out. So maybe it's one of them. Oh wait, what about rear spring? Did we already know about that? We already knew about that. Okay, we'll keep on trucking then. There it is. Okay. At least one of our brake caliper brackets was in fact needing to be replaced. Could this other side then be the final missing piece of our puzzle? It's tough too, because usually with the orders, you know, you'll kind of get a little bit of a hint in the like description, you know, from the client of what the issue is. But with this one, we really didn't get that. So it's definitely been especially difficult. There it is. All right. We've got our 2 brake caliper brackets up there. Standard tires. We already knew that. And then just need an oil change. So let's go through now, I guess, and mark all of these for purchase. And we're just going to do that by clicking the little clipboard thing on each and every one of these. Piston rings too. Kind of had to stop assembling our engine because I didn't have piston rings just yet. All right, that should be everything. Standard tires too. Oh no, I sold the original tires and I don't know what size they were. Does it tell me? It does. Okay, we need a 195 65 16. 195 65 16 standard tire. So wheel shop for sure. Standard tire. I've already forgotten what it was. 16? 195 65? Does that sound right? I could check again, but I'm gonna wing it. We'll do standard delivery on this one, just sort of finish up this car maybe tomorrow morning. So we've got that stuff showing up. Let's head into engine shop now for this engine specifically. And we need shopping list. Here we go. Right, because that's not an engine component. Of course, of course, of course. How could I be so naive? We want one of those. We want an oil filter. We need 3, count them, 3 piston rings. That isn't an engine component? I guess not. 1 rod cap. And, oh, is there a suspension shop that I just didn't see, maybe? Let's back out of that, I think. Where's our... Oh, there it is. Standard delivery. That looks good. Finalize the order. Okay. Now... Oh, main shop. I've got you. So we've got things like suspension and brakes and all that in here. Back to our shopping list. We need 2 of those bad boys. 2 front rotors. 1 fan. Another fan, different size. Gotta blow my nose again. I'm so sorry, you guys. 1 rear sway bar. 2 rear sway bar end links. I don't even think I knew about that until just now. And then 2 hub bearings. So it's actually tilde to close this. Oh, that closes the whole thing. I see. Well, let's do the same standard delivery. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. And another perfect stopping point for me able to blow my nose. Laughing still hurts. Our parts orders have arrived. Inventory full again. Did we at least pick up the tires? That's the wheel. We did not pick up the tires. Okay, that's what I wanted to do first. What about piston rings? No. What did we even pick up? Oh, just these things. All right. Well, that's cool. Let's see how much further we could get on this engine. We bought an oil filter, but we don't have it quite yet. We can do our piston, but only 2 of them, since that's as many usable piston rings as we have. Why didn't we sell the piston rings? Where are those suckers at now? Wait, actually though, where are they? They should be in red in here somewhere. This shows that we still have 1 decent one. Oh, but it's 61%. And I don't remember which piston rings were bad, so probably not going to use that guy, but we can definitely sell those. And that should give us some more inventory space. 7 items in there, 4 in here. That's got to be the tires, right? Let's do tire changer, install. Hopefully we got that tire size right, man. My memory has never been good for remembering tire sizes. It's always been pretty trash, but we'll get all 4 of these suited and booted. Chuck them on our wheel balancer, make sure they're in tip-top shape. And I guess we're gonna have to wait to put them on the car until after we finish. Did I not break the other ones down? I didn't. Until after we finish the brakes. We should have enough inventory space now. There's more for those other 7 items. What are these then? Maybe those are the engine components, but I do want to take a look at upgrade tool. Ah, wait a minute. Automatic balance time. We can afford that. I don't want to spend any more money on it, but it looks like that's going to make the time go down even even further. Interesting. Anyways, I want to see how this works. Do we have to do anything for it? Or... Oh, we do. Is that good? We just have to click it again when it gets to the green zone, I think. Okay. Okay, you know what? I kind of like this. This is cool. It makes me feel like I'm really doing something here. So that wheel needed 3 weights, I'm guessing, by the 3 weight things up there. Just to make sure it would actually roll evenly. And the weights aren't always in a different position. But there we go. Okay. Those are all balanced now. So do we have... We do have the brake stuff. All right. So I'm going to go through and get all of this set up. We'll be able to... Oh, we won't be able to put the wheels back on. Never mind. Because we're going to need... We could do the rear, but we can't do the front just yet. I definitely think I took way too long diagnosing the rest of the issues with this vehicle when I could have just taken apart the front brake system and easily found those last 2 remaining parts. But it is what it is. Hopefully now we have enough inventory room for these things. I don't know what that was. I'm hoping that it was the rest of the engine components. It was. Okay. So I'm actually going to take these out. Or no, that was 61%. That should be okay. Let's just get this thing put back together, shall we?
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
All right, hold up. Before we go any further, I want to just remove this engine from the stand. And I guess we're probably going to have to use this again, aren't we? Install this engine. I know it's not 100% complete yet, but I want to know. See? I want to try to explain what happened, but I'm not really sure that my still semi-sick brain can really put it into words. But not all of our piston rings were above that required 66% condition threshold that's been set by the customer. So we probably put, you know, all good piston rings over here when in fact these on this side needed to be replaced. But this outline doesn't pop up when you're using the engine stand, so that's kind of why we had to chuck it in the engine bay again. Now though, hopefully that was a decent enough explanation. We can pull it back out and reinstall it over here because we now know that, well, now it's upside down. So it was the side that the alternator is not on. All of those piston rings should be new and the other side is fine. So I kind of have to work ow, kind of have to work backwards now, but it's okay. Wait, oh no, I thought we found everything. I was just testing to make sure that all the piston rings and the rod cap were fine. There's one part that still needs to be replaced. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. First, I'm gonna finish assembling this engine, and then we'll turn our attention to that last remaining part. Man, I thought we had all of our ducks in a row That is unfortunate. It's probably something that we're going to have to purchase from the store as well, I would assume. I'm going to do instant delivery on this one. I think we've just got to do that. This engine is going back into the vehicle for the last time. It really is unfortunate that that little outline thing doesn't show up on the engine stand, but maybe they'll make that change in the full release of the game. This is just the demo after all. So we've still got everything looking good there, which is awesome. Radiator fan, we can do that real quick, but I'm curious. This brake booster and servo look kind of bad. That wasn't it. One final part. One last part is all that we're missing. I'm gonna remove the ABS module here. I don't think it's the module, but it could be the unit behind it. Or it could also be like a rear shock absorber as well. There's a high likelihood of that too. I think that's fine also. What could it be? Oh, well, I kind of forgot to take out the rear wheel hub bearings before installing the rear wheels. So we're gonna have to zip both of these back off, pull that hub bearing out, put the new ones that we definitely did purchase in, and we'll continue our hunt for this elusive final part. I'm gonna have to take that cap off too, aren't I? There we go. Okay, now we can pop the old one out and pop our brand spanking new ones in. Beautiful. I wonder if it's the steering rack. I don't think it was the steering rack. Wait! Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Am I crazy? I'm sorry. What? It definitely did say that there was another part that was undiscovered. Now it's gone, and I have no idea what it was. At least we're finally done with this vehicle, right? That's some good news. So I'm gonna put the original steering rack back in there. I'm gonna put the original inner and outer tie rods in, and we're gonna check it again. If it says part undiscovered, I think it's just a bit of a bug, but I really hope that's not the case. Just one more nut right there. Okay. Car status. Everything checks out. Let's get it all put back together, and we'll get some fluids in this thing. It's finished. It is finally finished. Holy cow, that took me way longer than it probably should have. Let's see, car status, car summary, 5,400 credits. Seems pretty good to me. Heck, dude, I'll take it. I'm just glad to see it finally gone. So that is now the end of the jobs that are available in the demo, but we do still have our little personal truck over here that we can work on. Now, unfortunately, the Ford Taurus job took way longer than I was expecting, so I don't have enough time today to be able to work on this thing. But fortunately, that does mean that we're gonna get a part 3 out of a demo. I'm just as surprised as you are. So, on that note, that is unfortunately where we're going to have to wind things down at for today. But once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.